I'm Mint Salad and I saw The Flash. It is directed by Andy Muschietti, and if you like this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. YouTube really likes that. And if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts with Barry Allen stuffing a baby into a microwave. It's not the first thing that happens. What actually happens is there's this building that's fallen down. He has to save a bunch of babies and he has to go very fast to save a bunch of babies, but he's not allowed to interact with the babies. So he has to set a bunch of objects down to safely carry the babies, and one of the objects is a microwave. I saw this out of context before watching this movie, and I was like, why? First of all, why is he putting the baby in the microwave? Because I saw a GIF that was reversed. But watching this movie really explained it all. Barry Allen be like, wow, oh no, I don't get to do what the big kids get to do. I have to save people from buildings. And I'm like, bro, aces in their places, okay? If you're here to be very fast and to catch these people falling from the building that requires speeding time to get them out of the air safely and successfully, you're the man to do it. Stop complaining, they put you here for a reason. But yep, he's complaining and being like, I'm so sad. I'm gonna run and then I'm gonna accidentally hit so fast that I go back in time. I really like the visual motif going back in time. You see all these events, and the further you run back in time, they just kind of disappear, like you're just running over them, like it's some sort of copy and paste and save and then save and then save and then save and then save when you go back and then save. It's kind of like that, that's what it reminded me of. Also, I gotta note that the running is really weird. It's ice skating. I've never seen an ice skater look like that. I heard the director insisting that this is a visual style, but I think it's just bad CGI and there wasn't enough budget. Barry Allen has the big old brain idea, hey, I want to save my mom. There is this one specific thing that caused her to go die versus not die. Maybe I make sure that she has the tomatoes when she goes to the grocery store so the father doesn't have to go back to the store to get the tomatoes and she ends up dead. Let's make sure that actually occurs so that the mother is alive instead of dead. And then we go back to the past and we have a Barry Allen who is actually with the mother that this older Barry Allen wants so much. He wants so much that he's willing to destroy time for it. And we go back to the past. I guess it's kind of future past. He goes back into the future before all of the mother dying stuff happened, but he doesn't go back far enough into the future because his speecher guy just kind of throws him out, I guess. That part a little bit confused me. I'm like, oh wait, oh there's a guy pushing him out, okay. That happened. Not really much explanation there. I do like the sequence of events. He has to go talk to Barry, young Barry, explain what's happening, explain, oh, this is actually the day that you get your powers. Oh, we gotta recreate the sequence of events. Okay, now you got your powers, but I lost my powers. Now I have to teach this young Barry how to use his powers and how to use it responsibly. And this guy is learning the hard way because he won't sit down and just listen to me while I explain stuff to him. And as I'm saying this, and I'm pretty sure Barry Allen is also realizing this at the same time as I am, big autism vibes, like, oh, we'll just do the thing before you finish your sentence. Like, for example, there's this one time where I was shooting guns with Eric Wong, a gun instructor, and he was teaching me how to shoot the gun, and I had a gun locked and loaded, ready, aimed at the target, and he said this exact phrase, fire when you're ready. When he said fire, I fired the gun instead of waiting until he finished the sentence. Not only do we have an older Barry having to do with a younger Barry, he also has to deal with the fact that the Justice League doesn't exist, pretty much. We have Bruce Wayne. He looks different than the Bruce Wayne that he's used to. But he's just retired and he's just chilling. But he has some really cool ninja kicky moves. And I'm just like, bro, how long have you been retired? Are you working out every day? Like, it seems like you really want to get back to fighting life and crime and stuff. This part of the movie is just a sequel to Batman 89 and Batman 2. They literally use the same Batman actor as those two, 89 and Batman 2. Michael Keaton is back, but he's older. Honestly, if he retired at the end of Batman 2, I feel like this would just pick up directly where he left off and then would continue the story kind of faithfully, actually. But we saw a bunch of Batsuits that we never saw, so a bunch of stuff happened between this movie and that movie. I wonder if DC will show us that stuff. I want 3 more Michael Keaton Batman movies, please. Don't let haters like Tony from Hack the Movies let Michael Keaton's Batman Returns stop y'all. Even though what happens at the end of the movie happens and, you know, he's dead, I still think there should be some prequels and some sequels. Robots Batman coming up. We gotta find Superman cause Zod's here. Oh, where could Superman be? Oh, we gotta go to the place where Superman is locked up. And oh, it's a woman. Who knew it would be a woman? Her name is Kara. It's actually Superman's cousin. And she was supposed to protect Superman. And I'm just like, oh man, Superman, big old powerful Superman over here, never even had a chance. And I feel like Kara feels like it's her fault and she has some sort of emotions that she has to deal with, which I honestly like the complexity of her character when it comes to that. I really like the sequence where Kara has to fight Zod, but Kara keeps getting stabbed by Zod multiple times, and so the Flash has to do a mini boom, boom, run. Oh, we gotta fix the sequence. Oh, we gotta do it again. Shoom, shoom. Oh, it's not working. Oh, we gotta do it again. Shoom, shoom. Oh, it's not working. And the older Barry figures out that this will not work before the younger Barry. And the younger Barry's like, I have to keep on going. And the older Barry's like, bro, come on, chill, sit down for a second. But the younger Barry keeps on running through time and he gets a bunch of these metal things stuck through his arm. And then here's the speedster guy that actually kicked older Barry out of the time place, Speed Force, I guess what it's called. It's kind of unclear what it's called. He kicks him out of the Speed Force in the time zone in which the younger Barry is here. So we have the really big, bulky, metal, spiky guy, Speedster, and then we have the younger Barry who looks like he's on his way to becoming that guy. They're interacting and they have a little fight, they have a little battle, and we ultimately know that we cannot stop the mother from dying. I felt this realization was a little bit too sped up. Like, there's moments where I'm like, oh, he's figuring out that he actually has to live without his mom. And it's really sad. But honestly, I wish this lingered on for a little bit more time, because the next beat, it's just like, oh, well, we gotta go fix stuff now. Okay, like, I gotta go back to the past. And I gotta make sure that I take the tomato can back out. Pew! Okay, I gotta make sure that the tomatoes are on the top shelf and so my dad isn't like convicted and sent to jail and stuff like that. But guess what? It's a day for Bruce Wayne. It's the George Clooney Bruce Wayne. And I'm like, yo, I like George Clooney. I like him a lot. I'm glad to see him here. This movie brings back the George Clooney Batman, which I really enjoy. I really enjoy the more goofier antics of the George Clooney timey era of Batman. I like the suits of that a lot. Plus, I feel like it's a little bit more like slapstick in terms of like the physical comedy stylings of the George Clooney era of Batman. So this movie bringing that back, I'm like, all right, George Clooney is here. We all know what type of Batman is here. Overall, I thought this movie's beginning was a train wreck. I was like, what is happening here? I'm laughing at many points of the movie because of like how ridiculous and cringy it is. And I'm like, what? That's so funny. But then like the next 2/3 of the movie actually explain a lot of things and explain so many things that actually fixes any questions that I have and fixes a lot of the plot holes in the universe and fixes, hey, actually Aquaman 2 is just the same guy in every universe. And I'm like, there's no lady Aquaman? What, Aquawoman? There's no big tit woman in any universe ever? Come on, you're letting me down. And Supergirl's already dead. She had them big old knockers, had them honkers, had some knockers, boom, boom, boom. You know, Come on, DC, you can't cheat me like this. I want a Power Girl movie now. Other than the CG, which I ignore after a while. It's pretty much consistent, although the final battle scene is so ridiculously empty. Like, they're in the middle of nowhere. Like, the first one with Zod and Superman, they're in a city, but in this one, they're just like in the middle of the desert, which is so funny to me. Like, why? It just looks like they didn't have any more budget to film anywhere where there could be collateral damage. I'm sure you'd have to animate literally everything when it comes to taking place in a city versus just in the desert. I just find it weird to choose nothing at all. I don't think I've ever seen that in a movie before. Overall, this was enjoyable. The first part is so bad, but the other parts of the movie kind of make up for it in a little bit. You know, I like the Edge of Tomorrow in this, especially in the third act. That's where the Edge of Tomorrow really comes out, because it's basically, oh, dying, we gotta try another time, dying, oh, pshoom, dying, oh, pshoom, gotta reset time, pshoom, gotta go back in time, pshoom, you know, that Edge of Tomorrow feel. By the way, I've reviewed Edge of Tomorrow on my channel. If you haven't seen that, go check it out now. So I gotta give this movie like a solid 6.9 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone. You know, the ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer. So if I haven't reviewed it on a channel, there's a chance I haven't even seen it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that. You can fast track a movie review, patreon.com/ASEPresents for $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. $3 a month, how to draw Pokemon tutorials posted early and first, all at patreon.com/ASEPresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness of all these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree to find the way that you can help support the daily grind of all these daily movie reviews. So you can go here. And until next time, Mint Salad, I'll see you later, my sad croutons, big bits.